Hello, my name is Kathy, and today I'll be discussing Saturn in Capricorn. But before I do this, I wanted to let you know that because I have a great many videos now on many different topics, that I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easier to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Saturn in Capricorn people have a cautious, orderly, and orthodox streak in them that is a mile wide, which will probably be aimed at some form of complete personal achievement in their lifetime. They may also become the coordinating center of influence in their communities to gather and organize people around them for some shared goal. They are in no hurry to achieve all of this, since they recognize the value of time and of developing things slowly and carefully so that they form a properly and perfectly and are done at the right time. These people need to have goals to achieve in order for them to feel that there is something that they are going to attain or become in this life. They will gain mastery in their lives, whether in the material world or in personal self-development. They prefer not to begin anything until they have an image of the final completed goal. They are not fond of the idea of stepping into the path unless the end is in sight. Ultimately, they are looking for an ordered certainty, a feeling that the laws and rules of whatever they are dealing with are consistent, and that they can therefore use them to get to their goals. As a result of this, they are practical and organized, consistent, persistent, and completely responsible where their ambitions are concerned. They are able to filter out distractions, knowing how to keep their awareness within the strict boundaries dictated by their goal, blocking any interference which might deviate them from it. The ambitions of these people may be for worldly power and status, for recognition from the authorities in whatever area they identify themselves with. Wanting recognition is as a master in their field, to be established as an authority among authorities. If this is not the case, then their drives may be to develop their own being to a crystalline clarity, to complete psychological and psychic order, to a great depth of understanding of the laws of nature and a mastery of themselves. No matter which path is taken, these people have a deep awareness of systems of order or hierarchies of power, whether in the mundane and material world or in the universal law, and so they have a tendency to judge themselves according to their position in that hierarchy. This overriding drive to achieve could possibly be compensation for a lack of the recognition that they wanted and needed as a child from their parents or peers, or it may be to gain control of what seems like an uncertain world. The bottom line with these people is that they impose control over their world, keeping it in a manageable state so that they can feel secure and in charge. What they do with their control depends on their sense of honor. They may keep honesty, humanity, and integrity in all that they do, and accept the social order and the need for it, or they may manipulate all the rules and laws to their own advantage, showing respect for nothing, not even for themselves. Saturn Capricorn may seek the limelight, needing to be important in that way, or else they will shun it, perhaps fearing humiliation. Whatever the truth is in this matter, it is extremely likely that they will believe that there is an order or authority above and beyond themselves, perhaps to be challenged and achieved in their own right, perhaps to be submitted to and respected. The truth here is they themselves dictate their own vision of order in their world, structuring it according to their beliefs or what it should be. When negatively expressed, Saturn in Capricorn people may marry to escape an unhappy family life, only to experience even greater sorrow in the married state. Their romantic partners are apt to be unfaithful and their friends unreliable. When negatively expressed, these people are suspicious and distrustful of others, and this makes other people want to avoid them. As a result, They may be very lonely and unhappy, weighed down by worries emanating from their own selfishness. In domestic matters, they may be a tyrant and unnecessarily severe on their children. These people usually choose the hard way to do things rather than take normal risks and tend to be stubborn and refuse to listen to good advice. When positively expressed, these people may achieve great heights of achievement or drive to the depths of defeat. There is a tendency to go towards one extreme or another in this matter, for they take life seriously, and whatever line of action they pursue is followed to its conclusion, no matter what. Saturn in Capricorn people seldom believe that happiness is the final goal of existence. Therefore, they are generally willing to apply themselves to their work. Once they have done their duty, they are pleasantly surprised when the care, patience, and control they have exercised brings much deserved rewards their way. These people usually get more satisfaction from their professional activities to which they devote themselves than in recreations devised to distract them from their work. This dedication to the job at hand helps to account for the fact that they are success-prone. It is one of the utmost importance that these people should choose a form of employment which is innately challenging and not merely a means of livelihood. They find it difficult to divide their energies between work and play and need to apply themselves single-mindedly to one all-consuming endeavor. People with Saturn in Capricorn can become serious writers, having a special talent for reducing complex ideas into words which in turn are organized into articles and books. These people also excel in financial enterprises because money. There is also a flair for science and mathematics, which comes from the desire to bring order and precision out of the seemingly chaotic nature of the world. Teaching is still another possibility for these people, since ideas can be arranged in clear and concise sequences. People with Saturn in Capricorn have a very worldly and materialistic outlook on life. These people are very good at achieving their ambitions and for their ultimate rise to power. However, this can produce a person that may be too harsh, disciplined, self-centered, and grasping to achieve the happiness that normally comes from a relaxed state of mind. Life for these people is a very serious business, and work with its concrete rewards may represent the beginning and ending of all of their aspirations. Saturn in Capricorn people are fiercely determined to succeed. They want to build a reputation so that others will respect and esteem them. By nature, these people are very reliable and hard-working. They will never let a superior down, or anyone else that may be able to help them to achieve their goals. They make a point of quietly cultivating people in authority. They believe that they can't have too many contacts or future success. In these matters, they are tactful, persuasive, diplomatic, and incurably conservative, and they will persevere. Saturn in Capricorn people tend to be very selective when it comes to making friends and choosing lovers. The thought of a deep emotional involvement with someone makes them uneasy. These people are not nearly as composed and in command of their feelings as they would like to make it out. In actual fact, they are terrified of being hurt, or worse, of being ridiculed. They would rather venture nothing in the way of love or friendship than risk a rebuff. Saturn in Capricorn people seem to be a bit of a magnet for unhappy experiences. Friends frequently fail them in one way or another, and in love matters they tend to be just plain unlucky. The reason for this could well be their unnatural wariness. They try so hard to play it safe all the time that they end up making impossible compromises in their personal relationships. As a result, these people frequently end up living alone, or living only with their work, and their chronic anxieties may cause illness that sometimes mental problems for them. Saturn in Capricorn people have a well-justified faith in their own abilities. They have a sharp intellect and their reasoning powers are well above average. They have the ability to strip a business proposition down to the rawest details and expose its flaws. And yet, at the same time, they can plan the largest venture without overlooking a single important detail, and then set up the organization to handle it. When given the right circumstances, these people can pull themselves up to just about any commercial height. Basically, these people are the stuff that tycoons are made of. But they may have to pay a price in isolation from close human contact, which many other people regard as a reason for living. Saturn and Capricorn people have a strong tendency towards depression. Ultimately speaking, the progress they make is seldom sufficient to satisfy their driving ambitions. They also seem to run into more than their fair share of obstacles and hindrances. This, of course, can become infuriating for them, and they lose their temper. In positions of authority, they are quite capable of throwing their weight around and insisting that others fulfill their obligations to the letter of the law. And when treasured goals are threatened, they can become ruthless. It's important for Saturn and Capricorn people to remember that success is likely to come only after perseverance in the face of prolonged difficulty and aggravation. I have a great many videos now on many different topics, and so I've decided to make several different video playlists so that it's easy to find the videos of greatest interest. So please check out my playlist page. Well, that's it for now. To stay up to date with my latest videos, make sure to subscribe to this free YouTube channel by clicking the red subscribe button right below this video. Take care.